the jibber jabber. Don't be babbling like a fool. Say what you got to say. That's all. Then shut your dang pie hole.
Hey everyone, welcome to fuck. It is a free-for-all Friday. It is World War free-for-all. It sounds kind of like World War III because it is. And it is SHTF, folks. It is Friday. Now, I got Jolene in the house monitoring the background. It is Friday free-for-all, so we're going to do the you, me thing. Except I have so much stuff. I literally have, folks, at least 3 dozen stories to get to you. And I used to save little stories all through the week to do the Friday free-for-all kind of as a follow-up. This is what happened this week. But no, there is so much shit going on just since I did the last video. It is mind-blowing what the hell is going on. Folks, they're in trouble. They know they're in trouble. We've got them against the ropes. Fight back, prep to action. Now, let's get to the stuff. I'm going to try going through it quickly and understand, folks, every one of these stories is deep. The shit is deep. The shit is dark. The shit smells unbelievable. We've talked about the New World Order since George W. Bush talked about it way back in the early 90s. And we've been told that's a conspiracy theory. Put on your tinfoil hats. Meh, meh, meh. Guess what? It's real, and it's still real, and they're still pushing for it, right? An attendee at the World Economic Forum actually said it yet again. Joe Biden said it 3 times while running for frickin' president. Oh, yeah, folks. These New World Order remarks were made during the annual elitist schlong-licking fest known as the World Economic Forum, and Bilawal Bhutto Zardari, Pakistan's Minister of Foreign Affairs, had this bullshit to say. Quote, here at the WEF, there's a lot of discussion about what the New World Order will be. He actually said that, folks, and he went on to say, how do we work towards that new normative international order? Normative meaning they force it on us until we choke it down and deal with it, and it becomes our new normal. That allows us to address our differences and disputes as a civilized world. Does the civilized world force people to take the Jim Jones juice? Does the civilized world start wars against Russia because they want what? More money? Starting wars, pushing Russia, European countries, America, everyone together into a conflict? Oh, yeah, just fine with them. You bet, folks, that is exactly where these scumbags are at. Exactly. Let's continue. Like I said, there's so much to get over. So much. And this, folks, absolutely stunning. Remember Sam Bankman-Fried, that little pile of shit, who was awarded bail, $250 million, but he got bail so he could go to house arrest and play video games in his mommy's basement in Palo Alto, California. That's up in Silicon Valley, folks. That's where a standard $1,200 square foot home built in the 1960s will run you about $3.5 million. So get a load of this shit. Are you ready? A car rammed the barricade outside of their house, the Bankman-Fried's house. So the lawyer for the shit-stained Bankman-Fried family has this to say, after noting for the press that the barricade was slammed and there was an incident and the private security force couldn't identify the people or the vehicle's license plate. Then there were 3 men who were confronted. The scumbag lawyer said, quote, this incident underscores the risk to the Sam Bankman-Fried's privacy and security. Privacy, folks. Privacy. This little fucker took, what, $50, $100 billion of people's private money? We still don't know how much. and bought himself a nerd orgy estate in the Bahamas and laundered their money in Ukraine, allegedly, and illegally, allegedly donated to Biden and other DC scum politicians. Biden won't answer whether or not he's going to return the money that was stolen, laundered, allegedly. I love satire. So now the little fucker and his parents are they're complaining, folks. They're complaining about their privacy. Antifa attacks and murders and burns and loots. BLM attacks and murders and burns and loots. Hunter smokes crack, bags up his druggies for sale, screws hookers on camera, and underage. What the hell happened underage? But let's worry about Sammy the Slime's privacy. The little cock gobbler, folks, should be in prison awaiting his trial while being the towel boy jizz mopper in the showers 24/7. He wants privacy and security while he, what? Continues to deny he had anything to do while having everything to do with it? Unfreaking believable. Seriously. Now, Jolene checks in and asks if I've been following the Steven Crowder and Daily Wire brouhaha. And I really haven't been following it too closely. That's where we got a fight between Steven Crowder and the other guy, right? It's I haven't been following it because it is such a small deal. It's a huge deal, right? It's about money and fighting, and this is exactly what happens, in my opinion, right? You have some conservative brain trust, some smart guys, and they get in a pissing match over money. There is something much bigger going on here that is going to outweigh any of the money they think they're making. Okay. Their money is going to do them no fucking good if what is happening continues, right? A Clinton-appointed judge has fined President Trump $1 million for filing what they're terming revenge lawsuits against Hillary Clinton. But in the federal district of the Southern District of New York, one of the most slimy shithole districts in the whole country, those assholes and their prosecutors can sue Trump a dozen times over nothing, no problem. But Trump sues back, gets fined, sanctioned $1 million. Oh, that's something. That is something, you bet. How about this? They're worried about some money, this wrangling between mouthpieces. There is a two-tiered justice system, folks. You, me, we'll all go to jail. We'll go to concentration camps. We'll be shot in the back of the head in the street as a lesson to others. Get this. A 75-year-old former Trump CFO, that's his chief financial officer, a CFO, who used to work for Trump a long time ago. He's been sent where? To prison. What did he do wrong? He got sent to Rikers fucking Island, folks. Rikers Island. Not a nice place. Kind of like going to Joliet. Not a nice place. San Quentin. Not a nice fucking place. Pelican Bay. Not a nice fucking place. He got sent there because he didn't pay taxes on a company car, and he was staying at a company apartment. Didn't pay his taxes right, folks. You see, no Republican, no patriot is safe in America anymore. Hunter can smoke crack on film with hookers. But if you're a Republican, you're going to prison if you're an actual conservative, patriotic Republican. Our time is coming, folks. Being prepared is just a small piece of what's happening. And I'm going to give you the pièce de résistance. Okay? Get ready for this shit. I'm in a fucking mood. It has been a long week, a hard week. I've watched America, the real America, taking it in the keister all week. Down in Brazil, the communist Lula, he is exclaimed, let everyone know that his role models are Chairman Mao, Fidel Castro, and yes, folks, Adolf fucking Hitler. Is it any wonder that former President Bolsonaro of Brazil says he will not go back there? Mao killed tens of millions of his own people in China. Fidel Castro, killed as many as he could, but he only had the little island of Cuba. And Adolf Hitler, he's the good guy. This is what this guy says are his fucking role models. He was put in place by who? It has been alleged that it is the Biden administration, the Democrat Party, the World Economic Forum that's responsible for convicted criminal felon who is now the president of Brazil. A bungling idiot, just like Joe himself. That's what's going on in the world, folks. He's taking control and he's telling everyone he adores. He has role models that are fucking mass murderers that have committed actual genocide. That's his role models. They're complete and total tyrants that have no qualm with murdering people and using them as slave labor until they fucking die. And Steven Crowder wants to argue with some money. And who's the other guy? The Shapiro, Ben Shapiro. Who gives a fuck? They need to wake people the fuck up and quit bitching about money. Look, if you're arguing about $50 million, just stop arguing. Stop arguing. There's people out there that would love $50,000 fucking dollars a year, not 50 million, right? And they're worried about how rich they get to be over this because they're popular fucking announcers. Nuh-uh. None of that matters when these fuckers take control. This new world order, these World Economic Forum pricks. Better wake the fuck up and fast. Seriously. Seriously, folks, they need to wake up fast. I'm going to catch my breath. Jolene, who do we want to put on the board on this World War Free-for-All Friday? It is a mess. I will address anything we got coming. David says big layoffs. CEOs are stepping down. Politicians are retiring. Is this just rats fleeing the sinking ship? Well, as far as CEOs stepping down, you bet. Politicians retiring. Yeah, like that bitch down in New Zealand, Ardern. She's just all of a sudden going to quit. What, she's done enough fucking damage to the popsicle stand? It's not standing. New Zealand's on its fucking knees. Oh, yeah, New Zealand is also home to, I would say, at the very least hundreds and probably in the thousands for rich assholes thinking they're going to buy a secret estate and go hide from the world for all the fucking crimes they have committed. What are you talking about, John? What do you mean crimes? Yeah, it's coming. More big layoffs too, David. More big layoffs. Thank you, sir. Thank you for joining the preparedmind.club and not giving me $50 million, but $2. It's all we ask for Monday through Friday, full entrance into the broadcast live every day. I don't want $50 million. I want enough to keep Jolene busy, to keep Oomhan busy, to keep me busy, to keep us on the air, broadcasting, social media. That's all we want, is enough to keep this going. These fuckers are arguing about millions of dollars that's going to be raped from them. Idiots. Fucking idiots. Okay. So yeah. What's coming? Okay, so over in Davos, guess who was there? Guess who was in Davos? None other than the Pfizer CEO, who thought with all the fawning media there, sucking up to him, eating a mile of his shit just to get a sniff at where it came from. He's so good, right? Well, guess what? He got caught by a real reporter, and he was peppered with questions. What would you ask the Pfizer CEO if you ran into him on the street? If you confronted him on the street, would you ask him hard questions? You see, hard questions, folks, only come from reporters with real balls. Right? Now, you got to be careful if you do run into him, the CEO of Pfizer, Moderna, or any of these fucking companies, AstraZeneca, you better be careful because they could declare you insane and then have you forcibly Jim Jones juicinated. But this guy, he did not bat an eye. So we aren't asking him questions. Hey, when did you know the Jim Jones juice didn't stop transmission? How long did you know that without saying it publicly? Why did you keep it secret that your Jim Jones juice did not stop the transmission? We're talking about cerveza-bug, folks. You said it was 100% effective, then 90%, and 80%, then 70%. But now we know that the Jim Jones juice do not stop transmission. Why did you keep that a secret? And guess what? He didn't answer a single fucking question. But the reporter continued. Is it time to apologize to the world? To give refunds back to the countries that poured all their money into a Jim Jones juice that just didn't work and do as you said, right? Are you ashamed of what you've done in the last couple of years? Are you proud of what you've done in the last couple of years? You've made millions off the backs of people's livelihoods. How does it feel to walk the streets as a millionaire on the backs of the regular person at home in Australia, in England, in Canada? I was like, dude, what about America? We got fucked on it too. Anyways, he's a Canadian reporter. Canadian, they're normally nice. Not in this case. And so two more questions that he said. What do you think about on your yacht? What do you think about on your private jet? That's correct, folks. These people don't give a fuck. They'll kill you. They'll take every penny they can from you. The lovers of Hitler, Mao, Stalin, Fidel Castro, name your tyrant that walks all over the people, murders them, uses them as medical guinea pigs. You think right now what Pfizer, Moderna, and AstraZeneca and others, Johnson & Johnson, with their bullshit mRNA treatments, that is far, far, far more devastating and worse, folks, than anything Joseph Mengele did. Oh, yeah, folks, he tortured medically, harmed medically, and killed medically hundreds, even thousands of people. The Jim Jones juice has been a huge medical experiment on billions of people. And this fucker and others like him have lied about it and continue to lie about it. And people get sick. People have strokes. People have heart attacks. People are fucking dying, not from cerveza-bug, because cerveza-bug, like flus, it kills a very small percentage of people every year, and it has since the beginning of time. But what these people have done have introduced an experiment that hurts people. They have neurological disorders. They can't use their hands. They can't function as real humans. Their health has gone to shit. They're suffering. And this fucking guy is walking the streets, cruising in his yacht, flying in his airplane. Yeah, folks, it's pretty fucked up. Oh, just so you know, on this World War free-for-all, Paul Pelosi and his scandal is back in the news. The cover-up continues, but I'm not going to cover it because I don't have time. That is interesting. It's entertaining to know that this butt buddy of a great, socialist piece of hippie trash is being ruined, but it's nothing compared to what the rest of the world is dealing with. So let's do this. Let's take another one of your questions out of the audience. Jolene, pick one out for me. Let's go for it. It is David. Is this the same David? He says, people are becoming desensitized by these mind control tactics. Crisis after crisis is causing people to become demoralized and docile, which will lead to our demise. They're becoming desensitized. It's an everyday occurrence. There's a new crisis. The world's going to end. The sun's going to explode. We're going to freeze. We're going to melt. It's raining too fucking much. Oh, the carbon, the scary carbon's out there. The carbon monster under your bed. Have a bowl of crickets and worms and slugs for dinner because we're running out of food. Oh, yeah, you're right, David. We don't need to be demoralized and docile. We need to be enraged and wake up and demand accountability. Senator Johnson, where the fuck are you, man? Do it. Nuremberg trials now. Do it. Get on the cameras. Where the fuck are you, Kevin McCarthy, Speaker of the House, on this very topic? Hey, how about addressing World Economic Forum? How about addressing Jim Jones Juice? How about addressing Joe Biden? Where the fuck is McCarthy on this? I don't want to hear it. We appointed a blue ribbon panel of ninnies to investigate it. The investigation is done. The FBI sent in Biden's lawyers to do the investigating for them. That's funny. There's an accusation of Trump. They send in the real FBI with guns, and they take everything they can. Biden is accused of having secret documents, classified documents, illegal possession of government documents in an apartment, at a house, and boxes behind his Corvette, in his office, at his fucking think tank. And they send in lawyers. Were these lawyers? Did they have top secret clearance so they could observe, look at these documents? Right? It's eyes only. You're supposed to have clearance before you can even look at these documents to assess what they are. So they send in fucking lawyers? Unbelievable. Folks, wake up. Wake up. Thank you, Jolene. Representative Swallowswell is back in the news. And he is accused House Speaker McCarthy, the same guy I want to wake the fuck up and do something. Where's the video footage of January 6th? All 14,000 hours he said he was going to release. Okay, so he got rid of Nancy Pelosi's proxy voting. That's not where all the fucking problems are, pal. Anyways, so Swallowswell accuses Speaker McCarthy of, quote, political vengeance because he planned to remove Swallowswell from his committee assignment. Political vengeance? The fucking idiot Swallowswell, who slept with a Chinese spy. Fang Fang! Where's his wife during all this? Was she filming it? Right, he's on the House Intelligence Committee, and he's screwing a Chinese spy. He's compromised, folks. Anyways, this ninny, this fucking moron, he should be asking, hey, political vengeance. He should be asking about every political rhino, like McCarthy, like McConnell, like Mittens Romney. He needs to ask that of every single Democrat who promised, folks, political vengeance for supporting Trump. How about Biden? How about Obama? How about Schumer the schmuck? How about 90 Proof Nancy? You want to talk about political vengeance? Political vengeance. This old fucker that worked for Trump gets sent to Rikers for a tax issue over a rental car? A company apartment? Meanwhile, Hunter Biden is snorting cocaine off a hooker's ass on the Oprah Winfrey Show. Yes, folks, satire. Woo! Okay, I'm going to turn it down. I'm going to turn it down. Let some of the steam out, right? I want you to do something for me, folks. Really. I want you to take a wild guess. Take a wild freaking guess. Yet again, a former ambassador to the United States from another country, folks, dies suddenly in a cabinet meeting. He's in a cabinet meeting. Not a bad-looking guy. In fact, he looked rather healthy to me. Just looking at him, has a fucking heart attack. Keels over. There you go. There's your foreign ambassador to the United States. Dies suddenly. Take a wild freaking guess. I don't want everyone to think, folks. I don't want anyone to think that that's it. That anyone who's going to die is dead. Nope. Nope. Unbelievable. And while we're on the Jim Jones Juice news, this one came up, and I caught this story, and I thought, you really need to hear about this. You really do. In Utah, a doctor has been arrested, folks. You know what he did? He gave kids nothing. That's right. A doctor gave children nothing. And he's been arrested. So how much damage did giving children nothing do to them? Not a bit. Children don't get sick with cerveza bug and die. Doesn't happen. Sick children who are on death's door anyways, they're the ones who die from cerveza bug, the common cold, flu, tonsillitis, a scratch. Sadly, and it is tragic and sad, folks, but this doctor in Utah was arrested for giving saline shots instead of the Jim Jones juice. Another good doctor, off with his head. But all around the country, folks, and all around the world, guess what? Doctors are giving children hormones to fuck up their little bodies so they can't mature into the adults they were meant to be. They're giving them biologically damaging drugs so that boys can look like girls and girls can look like boys and children don't hit puberty. That's just fucking fine. There's doctors in America and all around the world that'll cut their nuts off and cut their little boobies off. But this doctor here had the temerity, the gall to do nothing to these children. Saline shots, folks, are completely harmless. It's a little bit of water is what a saline shot is. He just didn't want to give them what he believed to be a fucking toxic biological poison. So another good doctor doing good deeds who did no harm to anybody, arrested. All right, Jolene's letting me know that there's quite a bit of information coming from you guys. What are we going to talk about next? We've got Mikey G says, one rat said to the other rat, get your Jim Jones juice yet? Hell no, the human trials aren't over yet, replied the smart rat. That's right, folks. Even the lab rats are going, I don't think so. I just don't. Folks, you think I'm done? You think I'm giving up? You think I fucking quit? I don't get $50 million. I don't even get $1 million. I don't even get $100,000, right? You guys give me $2 each, and that's fucking cool. And I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing, and Jolene will keep doing what she's doing, and we will all keep doing all we can to stay on this until they pull the fucking cord, cut us all off 100%, and then you know shit has hit the fan and Mad Max is coming. But for now, let's play one of my favorite games. Care to take a wild guess on this one? In Los Angeles County, a sheriff's deputy, folks. He had a medical emergency while he was driving. What the fuck do you think happened to him? He had a medical emergency. Well, you know, if he was 70 or 60 or even 50, hell, I'm in my 50s. I guess I could have a sudden heart attack or a sudden stroke, right? This guy suffers a sudden medical emergency while driving. He dies. How old was he? Care to take a wild fucking guess? 26 years old. Another young, handsome, physically fit person croaks. Thank you, Jim Jones Juice. Very nice. Unfucking believable. Unbelievable. You know, I can't see how anybody can be so stupid as to take the Jim Jones juice. I can't. But guess what? There are people out there that fucking stupid, and there's a lot of them. Get this, a Dutch couple, is so scared of climate change that they built a farm and put their cows in the middle of the sea, in the water. I mean, I guess they want their cows to get used to swimming. I don't know. There are people, folks, that fucking stupid. I bet they lined up and they're going to get another shot now. Talk about fucking brainwashing. Brainwash, folks. Brainwashing. Brainwashing. Get this. The NHL, National Hockey League, with regard to that Russian hockey player who said, I'm not wearing your LGBTQ bullshit warm-up jersey. The NHL said the players are actually, quote, free to decide which initiatives to support. Free? People are actually free? No shit? Really, folks? Do you think the NHL would let this guy say what he wants if they could actually force him to, oh, it's coming. They could just say, fuck you, you're out of the league. You'll do what we say. Why are they backing off? Because people are getting sick and tired of this woke bullshit. They're getting sick and tired of it. I know I am. Oh, yeah, I certainly am. Right? There's going to be nowhere to hide for these fucking people at some point, folks. Nowhere to hide. Unbelievable. I mean, people are getting really damn sick. Well, there's a comedian who's going to the UK, to Oxford in the UK, and he's had it. He did a video with 9 million views, viral video on woke culture. And he's actually a comedian. He's a Russian-British comedian. His name is Konstantin Kasin. And he went after them in a speech before Oxford at the Oxford Union Society. And the debate was titled, This House Believes Woke Culture Has Gone Too Far. And he spoke about woke, not just the LGBTQ shit, but climate change, all the racist bullshit. He went after it all. He says, I'm tired of talking about woke culture. Free speech is not some right-wing framing or whatever, right? It's the foundation of Western civilization. Now, the reason I read just that little quote from him, it is the foundation of Western civilization. It is the First Amendment in America. Comes even before our love of guns. It's the foundation of Western culture. What does every building rest upon? What does every house, every structure rest upon? A foundation. The foundation must be strong enough to hold the entire superstructure up. Right? The laws of the universe, the laws of nature, right? The grand architectural design of everything relies on foundations. This is exactly what woke bullshit is about taking free speech, taking the foundation out from under everything so they can destroy us. You know what I wonder? I wonder when I go into my rants, do I sound to Germans the way Hitler sounds to us? And snakes and Heikenbacken. I have a heart full of goodness and love, and I want everyone to be free. I want everyone to have every opportunity that every human should have to live the best life, the highest standard of living, and the most opportunity ever. What does the World Economic Forum want? We're definitely getting a strike for that one. I sure hope not. If there was ever a show that I could go, are you fucking kidding me? Didn't you see Mr. T at the beginning? It's satire, you ninny fucks. But the best humor in the world, folks, uses truth as its foundation. The foundation of everything that it rests upon, right? The best satire and humor, sarcasm and cynicism rests on a foundation of truth, fact. Here's a question. You want to talk about philosophy? You want to talk about thinking, looking at shit? I know we've got more, Jolene. I'm getting there, right? Well, a British conservative minister of parliament, that would be like our House of Representatives, her name is Miriam Cates, and she gave a powerful speech over there in jolly old England at the House of Commons, criticizing transgenders. I'm not criticizing them. You're not criticizing them. We're just talking about these radical, crazy conservatives over in England. She said, in a restaurant recently, I had an experience where a man dressed as a woman walked into the toilets where I was on my own. He stood behind me and stared at me in the mirror, looking me in the eye. I have no idea whether he intended me any harm, but my evolved instinct as a woman was to be frightened because unlike in almost any other species, women are the far less powerful than men and we cannot defend ourselves. Then there were heckles. No, it is a fact. She's correct. Women cannot defend themselves against all men. All women can't. Some have some defense mechanisms, but that is why God told Samuel Colt. That is why God told Smith & Wesson. That is why God told Mr. Winchester, get your shit together and make me some good guns, because then everybody can be as equally capable of defending themselves. God bless America and the Second Amendment, and fuck you to all of you leftist scumbags out there who adore Chairman Mao and Adolf Hitler and Joseph Stalin and every communist and fascist scumbag out there, right? This is incredible. She says, we shouldn't be asking how easy it is to change gender, but how easy it is for a predator to get access to children. The right questions are being asked. These people need to be supported in England, in our Congress. That's why I say prep to action. It has to happen. It needs to happen, folks. It really does. These freaks will not just go away. If you're just joining the show in progress, World War Free-for-All coming at you live right now on this Friday. In Vegas, a school district has responded to a lawsuit that is alleged, quote, unlawful grooming and abuse of a minor over a pornographic assignment. 5 years ago, would anything remotely resembling pornography be allowed in school? Not to our knowledge, but they've been creeping and sneaking it in there. In 10 years, folks, they're going to have, in 5 years maybe, maybe 2 years, they're going to have children in class, in schools, committing sexual acts with each other and being graded on it for these fucking freaks in schools and the school boards and the sick bastards out there who want to groom children. Oh, what? That is outrageous, John. How could that ever happen? Really? How could that happen? How did we get from where homosexuality was considered a deviancy, and though, they keep it in your closet, keep it in your home, or you're fine, to now everyone has to fucking deal with it, accept it as normal, and then accept it being thrown in your face. And that you, as a normal person, are considered the one who's the outcast and wrong. And now they're going after children, and they've been going after children, and they're increasing going after children. But no, everything's fine. Just fine. No worries. John, what are you so worked up about? Come on, man. Stop the malarkey. Just chill out. Jolene, who do we have next? Who do we have next? East Texas country boy stepping in the house. He says, think out of the box. What if it's all lies? Everything is BS. And mockingbirds still exist. What if we're all being played and duped into believing what we do? What if it's just a fucking game to them? It is a game to them. They want to see how far they can push us, East Texas country boy. They want to see how much they can make you choke down. They're gonna gaslight us. They're gonna lie right to our fucking faces. They're gonna piss down our backs and tell us it's raining. They're gonna crap in your Wheaties and tell you it's a flavor enhancer. They're gonna shoot poison into you and say, yeah, it'll help keep you from getting sick. And do it every 3 months. Never mind the people down the street dying. Never mind the people you know who have keeled over a day, a week, a month after getting this crap, been sick, feel healthy, feel unhealthy like never before, feeling like shit the rest of their lives. Yeah, it's all fucking lies, man. This idea that they accept all these freaks, it's only to empower the freaks, folks, for the purpose of destroying Western civilization. They want to put these freaks in power so they destroy Western civilization, so that their new world order can be moved to the top, so that their global normalization schemes can be brought to fruition. And after every single despotic regime takes control, as in fascists and communists, the first thing to do is start murdering the freaks. When the freaks don't even know what's coming for them, folks. They think they're fine. They think they're going to be in charge. They think they're going to have a say in this. They're puppets being used to destroy our country. And they will be gotten rid of, folks. They are what? Non-productive, useless eaters who are diabolically stupid and perverted. And do you think the world elite want to have them around? Never mind what they do in their private time, folks. Never mind what they do in their rooms. They think that anyone else who does what they do should be locked up or killed. That's right. Yes, that's correct. My staff sergeant, his name was Dominguez. It's this little Puerto Rican guy. He was mean as a fucking snake. He used to always say, well. I almost said my name. Well. And lo and behold, Google's parent company, Alphabet, 12,000 workers being laid off. Chickens coming home to roost. That's right. They'll use people, folks, in the most powerful corporate conditions to destroy their enemies in business. And when they're done using all those workers they hired, they just push them right off the fucking cliff. They don't care about the workers. They use them to destroy the enemy. They have all the wealth. And then they just get rid of the workers. Just like they use the freaks out there, folks, to destroy our country. And they'll push them right off the cliff. Oh, yeah. You better go get your monkeypox vaccine, because it'll help you feel good. That's right. Go ahead and have your little orgies. Fruitcakes. Your time is short. They'll use them, folks. Everyone. Yep. Oh, yeah. Yeah, here we go. Let's have some fun with this one. I like that new intro, that little thing. Thank you, Mr. T, very much. But I want you to take a wild guess, folks. You know about nerds, right? Nerds! Right? They live a wild life. Well, Sam Bankman-Fried does. But when you get into a real legitimate law firm, you have real responsible adults who, they're there to screw everyone else out of their money. There's serious business about that. Well, guess what? When you're wealthy, unlike young idiots in their 20s who run investment firms, you go see a doctor, you're very healthy. Well, in Minnesota, at the largest law firm there, the COO, the chief operating officer, a lawyer nerd, has died suddenly. And I want you to take a wild freaking guess. Just wanted to throw that at you. Just one more for today. That's all. Just funning with you. Just having a little fun. Yippee, yippee, skippy. What a fucking week. They're not going to back off, folks. They're not going to back off. Rudy, you can't call me, man. What the hey? Dude, I'm live. Am I supposed to take a call on air with Rudy? Okay, Jolene, who is next? It's Frank. He says, if you ever find yourself in front of a shrink, I'd try not to tell him how you like to call yourself and have conversations with voices in your head. That's something they'd lock you up for. I'd try not to tell them how you like to call yourself and have conversations with the voices. Oh, this one. Like this. Well, you see, I'm able to read 2 lines of parody at once, live, spontaneously, improvisationally. Rudy, don't worry about it, man. Every day, dude. Starting at what, 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Oh, that's right. Rudy's in another time zone. That's okay, bro. Anyways, yeah. Try to tell people. I'm not having conversations in my head. This is like a telephone. Wait. Let me come up with one. Who do we want to parody? Let's parody the CEO of Pfizer. Bring. Hello, John here. Oh, hey, Mr. CEO of Pfizer. How you doing, buddy? Oh, really? You're kind of wondering what's going on out there. Oh, yeah, I know. A reporter who actually had some questions to ask you got a hold of you on the street. Yeah, caught you off guard, didn't he? Yeah. You're not used to having anyone ask you actual questions and facts. You're used to lying out your ass, aren't you? Yeah, it's actually, I bet it's fun. Yeah, really. Yeah, when you're on your jet, your private jet, it's pretty fun to think about how you've screwed everyone over. I got you. Yeah, and on your yacht too. Now you're over there in Davos. Are you participating with the standard prostitute, or have you imported the fruitcake variety for your particular persuasions? Oh, tell you what, we'll keep that between me and you, okay, buddy? Just be sure and get a shot for that. That'll clear up in a couple of weeks. There you go. Anyways, yeah, take it easy and try to stay away from the general public. They're not real happy with you, buddy. Something like that. All right. Folks, down in this great state of Florida, communists lose, freaks lose, and Florida and the good people of Florida win. DeSantis, his administration is banning a high school AP African American Studies class that contained critical race theory and a section on, quote, queer theory. Queer theory. Did you know there was a theory on queers? Well, we used to have not only theory, but practical application on queer theory. They used to say that being queer was a mental condition. There was something wrong with you. You're a little defective, because in order for the human species to exist, they have to procreate. And that means a penis going in a vagina. So for the penis to go anywhere else, especially on the same sex, just a little bit off of nature's plan. Therefore, you're a little bit off as a human. Not that you're bad or evil, just for being that way. Right? But they already had queer theory. Apparently, I have a new queer theory. Remember when they started that shit a few fucking years ago? And I had to fucking hear about it all the time. Oh, you're a little bit bi-curious, huh? You're a little bit homo-curious, huh? You've been thinking about it, huh? It's like, no, I haven't. The idea of another man's hairy ass is not an idea that I think about, that I entertain, ever. Thank you, DeSantis, for once again going after the communists and going after the freaks and just saying, nope, sorry, you're fucking done. It's coming, folks. It really is. It really is. Okay, we're running out of time on this World War free-for-all. And I have so many subjects I haven't even fucking touched. But I want to hear what you have to say. Jolene, who's up next? It's Heather. She says, can you discuss the Declaration of North America that was just signed by Justin Trudeau and Mexico's whatever the fuck they got down there, and also the Biden? This is another international treaty of sorts. In order for any international treaty to be put into action, there's a problem. It requires the Senate to approve with, I think, a 2/3 majority. Now, there's another problem. It's called the American Constitution guarantees the American people and these United States of America a Republican form of government. That does not include accepting the absolutely ridiculous non-Republican edicts, antics, statutes, rules, and obligations of foreign treaties. Anything that is counterintuitive, that is against the U.S. Constitution and our individual rights, is anathema and is therefore null and void, nunc pro tunc from the very beginning, as it should be. Nolo contendo. There's no contest on this. There shouldn't even be a fucking argument. Sign all the treaties you want. Vote for all the treaties you want. But if it violates my Constitution, it don't count. We're going to have a civil war over this shit, folks. We're going to have partisan conflict over this. We're going to have Mad Max over this. They're pushing it. They're pushing it. But this is how stupid they are. They think they can just vote crap in. Right? They think that anything they say is fact because they said it. Let me give you an example, shall we? Al Gore. At Davos, folks, at the World Economic Forum, over in Davos, Switzerland, he did a little rant, right? And he attempted to tell everybody how the oceans are boiling because there is the equivalent of 600,000 Hiroshima bombs going off daily. Is that the sun that he's talking about, or is that what's happening here? Right? He doesn't even know what he's talking about, but that's how stupid he is, that they can just say whatever the fuck it is that they believe, and everyone needs to believe it. You bet. Al Gore, hey, Joe Manchin, and a bunch of other politicians are over there, along with, I believe, the head of the FBI, pandering to the World Economic Forum, New World Order scumbags. This is a criminal syndicate who order, get your asses over here and explain yourselves to American politicians and American bureaucrats. You think we got a problem? Oh, I say we got a fucking problem. It's coming. I mean, someone I know made a statement the other day, and they said, basically, are you ready for this fucking thing to just come to an end? House of Cards fall in? For shit to get real? And I was like, well, you know, it's going to, whether we like it or not. It's coming, like it or not. Unbelievable. Mao, Castro, and Hitler. Yeah. Communist Lula loves them. You think? Unbelievable. Okay, Jolene, we got some more. We got a little bit of time left. Who up? Oh, hey, it's Cottage Farm. What's up there, Cottage Farm? And she says, regarding the chicken feed being altered, thankfully, those of us that follow preparedness channels stocked up on chicken feed to the rafters. Thank you, John. And thank you, Cottage Farm, for all you've done for the show out here on the channel, behind the scenes, to help support what it is we do. Unbelievable that they could be altering chicken hormones so they don't lay fucking eggs. So people at home who have their own chickens end up with little to no eggs. Incredible, huh? Incredible. Yes, yeah. Folks, these people are sick on the left. You want more examples? I just gave you Al Gore. How about the average dipshit on the street? Well, there's a 6-year-old student who in the state of Virginia, or rather the Commonwealth of Virginia, shot his teacher. This fucking 6-year-old kid snuck a gun into school, somehow passed all the other teachers and metal detectors and whatever else they have for security, and shot his fucking teacher. 6-year-old kid. The parents say that the poor kid suffers from acute disability. Well, I'm sorry, I didn't know that. Yeah, get the little tyke out of jail and have him run free. Of course he suffers from an acute disability. It is a mental disorder. Whatever's wrong with him, he shot his fucking teacher. I grew up with Bugs Bunny, Yosemite Sam, the Coyote and the Roadrunner, Tom and Jerry, Heckle and Jekyll, Woody Woodpecker. Name the fucking cartoon. They get pushed off cliffs. They get blown up. They get a piano dropped on their fucking head. I never did any of those things to anyone else. Right? They point a gun at somebody. They put their fingers in the barrel and it blasts back. And all that shit. I never believed that that was real and used that as an excuse to commit acts of violence, even at the age of 4. My earliest memories of sitting down watching Batman, Batman, pow, kablam, zowie, all their fights. I knew that wasn't real. It was just entertainment. These fucking people today, these freaks out here, folks. Of course this kid has an acute disability, just like the other freaks that the schools and these Democrat parents are making, and they're drugging their kids. They're changing their kids' gender. They're giving them ADHD like fucking chiclets. Like a bowl of it for breakfast. They're fucking with their little brains. If your kid has an acute, not just a disability, but an acute disability of the brain, why do you have a gun in your house that isn't in a safe? How did this kid get a fucking gun? Apparently his acute disability doesn't limit his ability to get a gun. Just scary. These people are scary, right? The situation dictates how you manage your lifestyle, your firearms. Right? If your kid is allergic to sugar, do you keep a bowl of fucking sugar on the table? No. If you have any sugar in the house, it'll be locked up safe. All you need is a key and you can get to it, but the kid can't. Fucking idiots. They're a bunch of freaks and fools. Just like Jamie Lee Curtis. Right now, what? Well, she's being criticized. Why is she being criticized? I don't know what her fucking disability is, but it must be mental because she posted a photo of a very young naked child curled up in a box. She posted this on social media. Why? Why would you do that? Why post that? I mean, are these dumbass celebrities and politicians just trying to impress their lunatic left friends? Hey, look, I'm one of you woke dumb fucks. Let me back in the club. Right? Oh, look, let me post something stupid so that you'll accept me. It's unbelievable how they are. Unfucking believable. I mean, get this. Unbelievable. In England, in the UK, in jolly old England, if children are exposed to harmful content on social media, the bosses of those companies get in trouble. But those same kids can go see drag queens, or better yet, remember Dildo Butt Plug Monkey, who showed up, literally, a disgustingly painted, body-painted, sick, perverted freak, Rainbow Dildo Butt Plug Monkey, to read to children in the UK. But we better not have any straight sex on there. That would be terrible. All right. Good God. Jolene, who's next? Who is next? Who do we want to put up? Okay. The home of the brave. Someone asked me why I don't like critical race theory. I said because, quote, because they divide people based on race, which is racist. Correct. You get a gold fucking star, home of the brave. Thank you for sharing that. That's exactly why. Why don't you support critical race theory? Because it's based on lies, because it's bullshit, because it divides people, because it's racist in and of itself. Thank you so much, home of the brave. Wow. I mean, I've got dozens, folks, just today, dozens. We're all being played. Who was it that said we're being played, we're being lied to? I think that was East Texas Country Boy. We're getting played by the deep state. We're getting played by the World Economic Forum. We're getting played by the Biden administration. There's some very important questions that need to be answered. They need to be asked, right? About Joe Biden and why he's being exposed. Why are the documents being released now? What's in the documents? Who saw the documents? Was this information provided by Biden to China for donations? What crimes were broken by Biden and others obtaining and keeping the documents? Was scumbag Hunter involved? Why were Biden's attorneys the ones looking for the documents? How long have these documents been missing? Who first reported that there were secret documents all over Biden's various places, right? Unbelievable. We're being played. We're being treated like children in this sick, demented, twisted play. We truly are, folks. We're being played, right? In Ohio, a school district is being sued by 18 different parents because the school district is allowing a transgender student into girls' bathrooms. Now, folks, get this. That's how stupid and freaky these people are. This poor student who was allowed in claims they were initially using these single occupancy restrooms, but it made them late for class and allegedly a target for people who wanted to bully them, as if seeing a boy pretending to be a girl, they wouldn't get bullied anywhere except at the single occupancy bathroom. They wouldn't be bullied at the bus stop, bullied in the lunchroom, bullied during class when the teacher steps out. And frankly, folks, don't they deserve to be bullied? Ask yourself that. I was bullied as a kid, and I bullied others as a kid. It's social conditioning to bring everyone into a normal state. The abnormal, picked on. Try doing anything different, you get picked on. I got picked on a lot. It didn't kill me. It didn't hurt me. Who cares? This idea that no one can be bullied. Who's being bullied now? Normal people are. I'm being bullied again for being fucking normal, not abnormal. Anyways, this student was quoted by the ACLU. That's the American Civil Liberties Union, because they give a fuck. Said, I started noticing that other students would taunt and harass me for using the sissy bathroom. Well, if you're a boy wearing a skirt, fuck, you're a sissy. He continues, some of the other students would shout transphobic remarks or slurs, refuse to use my preferred pronouns, or ask inappropriate and invasive questions about my body. Sounds to me like normal kids wondering what the fuck you're doing dressing up like a girl. Transphobic. I'm not afraid of trans people, folks. I am not a transphobe or transphobic. I don't like them. They are way off base in my book. Way off base. They need help. Serious help. They are extremely suicidal, extremely temperamental, extremely unstable. Psychologically, they're extremely weak and dependent on the approval of others, including making up a fucking gender, a name, a profile, pronouns, and expecting everyone else to say their names. I'm very sorry. You don't get to determine the laws of the universe because your pretend vagina is tender. Sorry. Us Christians and us normies, we have to suffer the embarrassment, the attack on our modesty, and other harassment, right? That comes from these mentally ill fools, but they can't handle it when it comes at them. The answer for me, though, is simple. Here's the real answer. Make trans bathrooms. It can have a pretty rainbow on the door. Anyone can use it, including the perverted teachers. Maybe they can even put peepholes in the wall for the teachers to look at the trans students. They like to play these fucking games. They like to have their little secret dance clubs where they pole dance and twerk and freak and trans and drag queen dance for teachers and other students. But if anyone questions them on it, oh, good golly, how dare you? How dare you? These people need help. Badly. We're in big trouble out here, folks. Every single facet of human life right now, they're using and eroding the foundations out from under our republic, our civilization. On a collective level, on an individual level, they're attacking all of us. Are you prepared for the consequences? I want to really thank all of you also for putting up with my ranting and my satire-based philosophical examination of current events called World War Free-for-All Friday. And wow, the butt hurt out there. I sure hope they watch the first, minute of the show where they are supposed to learn this is satire. Nobody was forcing anybody to watch this show. Thank you, Jolene, very much. Thank you, Cottage Farm. Thank you, Bonnie Blue. Thank you, Heidi. Thank you, John. Thank you, John. Thank you, John. Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Rudy. Thank you, Mike, Greg, Ron, Rob. Did I miss anyone? There's only 80,000 of you guys out here. Get prepared, folks. Chance favors the prepared mind. Don't leave your life, your safety, your family. Don't leave everything up to someone else in government or someone else in a fucked up woke corporation to make decisions for you that are going to put you in peril. Semper Fi. Godspeed. Be Americans. Be free wherever you are.